What if the person you're drawn to is not just about love, but about destiny? What if God has chosen you both for something that goes beyond romance, something that carries eternal weight? Pause for a moment. Could it be that your future spouse is more than just a partner, but a vessel of purpose tied directly to your calling? Think about it. You've prayed, you've wondered, you've waited, and maybe you've even questioned, God, when will it happen? Who will it be? Why does this feel so hidden? But what if the delay was not denial, but divine preparation? What if God is revealing your future spouse in ways you never imagined, not to satisfy your emotions first, but to align your mission? Let me be clear right now. This is not about a fairy tale, it's about fulfillment. When God chose you both, He didn't just see love, He saw impact. He saw nations touched. He saw a ripple effect that only your union could release. And here's the truth many overlook. Sometimes God hides your spouse until the right season, because what He's about to join together must first survive the fire of preparation. This might surprise you. God doesn't reveal your spouse to meet your loneliness. He reveals them to meet His purpose. That flips everything, doesn't it? Because it means the standard isn't just about attraction or feelings, it's about alignment. It's about carrying a shared vision that heaven itself has signed off on. So let me ask you, have you noticed the signs, the repeated confirmations, the nudges in your spirit when their name comes up? Maybe you've dismissed it. Maybe it felt too impossible. But what if the very impossibility is the clue? God specializes in what feels out of reach because only He can bring it to pass. And here's the tension. If God is revealing your spouse, He will do it in layers. First through vision, then through conviction, then through undeniable alignment. It won't always make sense in the natural. It won't always look convenient. In fact, it might challenge everything you thought you knew about relationships. But isn't that exactly how God works? To undo your expectations so He can exceed them? Now don't miss this. If you clicked on this video, it's not random. You were drawn here because deep down, you already feel it. You sense that your marriage will be more than companionship. It will be covenant. It will shake atmospheres. It will frustrate the enemy. And it will mark you both as chosen for such a time as this. Pause. Let this sink in. God doesn't just give you a spouse. He pairs you with a partner who becomes a weapon. Together, you carry a purpose greater than your personal desires. Together, you break cycles. Together, you establish legacy. And that's why you cannot settle, and that's why you cannot give up hope. Before we go deeper, let me invite you to do something. Drop one word in the comments right now that resonates with your spirit, purpose, destiny, alignment, or whatever God stirs in you. I want to see it. And while you're here, make sure you subscribe because what's coming next could unlock the clarity you've been praying for. Stay with me because in the next chapter, we'll uncover the very signs God uses to reveal your future spouse and how to recognize them without confusion. Perfect. Here's chapter 2 of your script. For God chose you both for a purpose greater than love. You've heard it said, when you know, you just know. But that's not always true, is it? Many people thought they knew. Many people followed emotions. Many people chased what looked right, but left them broken. God's way is different.
When He reveals your future spouse, He doesn't stir up confusion. He brings clarity, but often through a process that demands your faith. Let's walk into this together. One of the first signs is spiritual confirmation. Not butterflies, not infatuation. Spiritual confirmation. That unshakable peace that rests in your spirit when you pray about them. It may not always make sense to your mind, but deep down, you know heaven is whispering, this is the one. The second sign, alignment in purpose. This is critical. God will never join you to someone whose mission contradicts yours. They may have their own lane, but when the two lanes merge, they flow in the same direction. That's how you'll know. It's not just about shared interests, it's about shared destiny. Your marriage will not dilute your calling, it will intensify it. Here's the twist. Sometimes God reveals your spouse through resistance. Did you catch that? Not everything will feel easy at first. The enemy fights unions that carry power. Obstacles, misunderstandings, and delays may rise up not to block you, but to test if you can stand firm. Don't mistake warfare for misalignment. Sometimes the opposition is proof that heaven has already stamped approval. Another sign, confirmation through repetition. Have you noticed when God highlights the same person again and again in prayer, in dreams, in scripture, even through unexpected conversations? You brush it off, yet it returns. That's not coincidence. That's divine orchestration. The Spirit keeps bringing them into focus until your heart can no longer deny what your eyes refuse to see. But let's pause. Why does God go to such lengths to reveal your spouse? Because He knows what's at stake. Your marriage is not only about your happiness, it's about the generations after you. It's about the children who will be born into covenant instead of chaos. It's about the legacy of faith that will echo long after you're gone. That's why you cannot settle, and that's why you cannot give up hope. Now here's where it gets real. Some of you watching are in that place right now. You feel the pull towards someone, but fear has gripped you. What if I'm wrong? What if I'm making a mistake? But I'll tell you this, God never reveals what He won't confirm. He never leaves His children in the dark when they're willing to obey. He confirms His word with peace, with alignment, and with undeniable signs that no one can manipulate. And here's the challenge. You cannot let impatience rob you of what's already set aside. Many settle too soon. Many walk away just before the unveiling. Don't let that be you. Wait, pray, listen. The moment God chooses to reveal, it will be unmistakable. And when He does, you will understand why the waiting was worth it. Let me close with this. Your future spouse is not just God's gift to you. You are God's gift to them. Together, you will be an answer to prayers you haven't even prayed yet. Together, you will stand as proof that covenant is still alive. Together, you will shine brighter than you ever could apart. If this word touched your spirit, I want you to type one word in the comments right now. Just one word that speaks to what you're believing for. Destiny, covenant, clarity, or whatever God is stirring in your heart. And don't leave without subscribing. I've linked the playlist below that goes even deeper into understanding prophetic relationships. Watch it after this. Your clarity may be waiting there. Because God chose you both for a purpose greater than love. And now it's time to walk in it.